Welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we are talking about Hushed and Grim. Hushed and Grim from Mastodon, the latest album. Kind of late to the party on this one, but we're still going to talk about it. You guys wanted me to talk about it, and here we are talking about it. So this is the latest album from Mastodon, and I've loved Mastodon ever since Leviathan. I've loved Mastodon. Now, my opinions on the albums have changed over time. I do have a ranking on my channel you can check out. But it's completely different now. So you can check it out for fun, but I'll probably do a new one soon, because my taste has definitely changed. My number one album is not my number one album anymore. Well, that's a video for another time. Today we're going to talk about the latest album. What does it stack up with the rest of the catalogue? Is it worth your time? Let's fucking find out. So Hushed and Grim is a double album, that's right. 2 for the price of 1. So many songs on here, there's 15 songs on here, it's ridiculous. And, you know, most of them pretty goddamn good. Now, the album as a whole, the feel of this album, this is very melancholic sad boy Mastodon. This is very much sad boy Mastodon. Kind of like Whitechapel's new album, Sad Boy Whitechapel. This is sad boy Mastodon. Very grim, like the name suggests, and very, mellow. Very hushed. So the name is very apt for this album because it is grim and hushed. It's very moody, very quiet, and very somber, and very soulful, most of the songs in this album. And that's what I do like about it, because I love my doom and stuff, and this is a very, not doomy in the musical sense, but just doomy, like doom and gloom. A very depressing album from Mastodon. Definitely way different to anything they've ever done before. This sounds nothing like Emperor of the Sand. Emperor of Sand. I'm Emperor of the Sand. Way different, and this is way better. Can I spoil that now? Like this a lot more than Emperor of the Sand. Like this a lot more than the recent efforts, to be honest. This is probably my favourite since Crack the Sky. I really do think they've outdone themselves on this one. Some people might find it a bit boring, but it's an album that grows and grows and grows on multiple listens. I didn't quite enjoy it as much as I do now on first listen. I thought it was pretty good. Worth being in the top 10 of the month, easily. But not like amazing, but now I think it's pretty amazing. I think this album's pretty amazing now. Because all the songs just have this soul to them. They all feel just natural and from the heart. Whereas some other songs, from bands, you can tell it's like, oh, they want this to be the single. They want this, they're doing this way to get some views. No, all this is from the soul. All the songs from here are from the soul. Some of the stands out on this album, Sickle and Peace. I adore the chorus on Sickle and Peace. That is a fantastic song from start to finish. Also, Peace and Tranquility. That chorus was like, peaceful tranquility. It is very doomy and just very... Metal Trenches said boring. Fuck you, Metal Trenches. I don't think it's boring at all. I really love all the songs on this album. They captivate you. The solos in it, some of the best they've done. The guitar work on here is amazing. And the drumming on some of the songs, absolutely fantastic. Like the song Dagger, oh my god, amazing. They have a song at the end of the album, and I can't remember who it was dedicated to. I think it was the producer? Correct me if I'm wrong. It was either the producer or someone they've known for a long time anyway. And the last song is how do I spell it? Gigantium. That's it. Sounds like an element in the periodic table. Yeah, that one's dedicated to one of the friends who died. And it's such a soulful song. It's a great way to end off the album. I love that ending, and the first song is a great way to kick off the album, because the first couple of songs are kind of heavy, kind of get you into the groove of stuff, and then it kind of mellows out. The middle is kind of mellow, but still you have some crazy shit on there, like Tear Drinker, one of the singles, which I absolutely love, the melodies in that song, and Pushing the Tide, I think it's called, is probably the heaviest song on the album, I know. When I heard that song, I was like, this album's going to be balls to the walls, mentally heavy. It's not. It's heavy. Those songs do remind me of stuff like Leviathan. But most of it is very just down to earth, somber, beautiful music. And that's what Mastodon delivered on this one. Very personal album. It's a very personal album. It's a very sad album. And I love that fucking shit. I love Catatonio. It's one of my favourite bands. Opeth, come on. I like that kind of shit. And Mastodon delivered it here. If you only enjoyed Remission, Leviathan, Blood Mountain, you might not enjoy this one, But if you only enjoyed The Hunter, Once More Around the Sun, you might not enjoy this one either. It's very different to both of them. It's definitely not psychedelic and just spacey and mental like Crack the Sky and some other ones. But it's not super heavy like Remission. It is more like a fucking Catatonia album, to be honest. More in that kind of vein. Although there is a lot of similarities with Crack the Sky, some of the melodies in here. If I was going to compare it to any album, it's Crack the Sky. Because it just has those passages where it just drifts you off. Maybe not into space, but into a deep slumber where you never want to wake up. That's what this album is. Hushed and Grim by Mastodon. Lovely time the entire way through. Definitely give it more listens. First listen, it's a double album. You need multiple listens. You're never going to get a double album on first listen, so you need more and more listens for a double album. Or to like digest, because there's too many songs on here. You need more and more listens, and then they'll kind of seep into your soul, and you'll start to really enjoy this album like I have done. I know Jamie Horsley, he fucking loves the album now. He jerks off over it like all the time. He's like, hey Questy, let's listen to it again. And I'm like, no, pick another album. But I do love it. I just don't want to listen to it like every day. Yeah, Mastodon, Hushed and Grim, surprisingly loved it. First listen, I probably would have given it 6.5 out of 10. Second listen, third listen, 7.5. Now I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's one of my favourite Mastodon albums. Doesn't quite beat, you know, Leviathan, Crack the Sky and stuff. But we'll get to that on a ranking soon. Don't want to spoil it too much. So yeah, Hushed and Grim, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Don't think it's as good as Cradle of Filth's one. I love Cradle of Filth's album. That's still my album of the year. But Mastodon's one is one of the best of the month, easily. And it's definitely rising up on my ranking. And it is an 8 out of 10. Bloody good album. And for people who think it's boring, you're boring. You're boring. So yeah, let me know down below, what did you think of Mastodon Hushed and Grim? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? My voice is kind of dead from all the drinking and Halloween, but we will be back with some more energetic videos. You know, we got the Mastodon ranking, we got Whitechapel ranking. We've never done Deathcore. That's going to be like the first Deathcore video. Insane. We got loads of cool stuff. We got some cool stuff coming. Maybe Limp Bizkit 1. Some more black metal, because that's my favourite genre, so I want to do some more fucking black metal. Lunar Aurora, and Wind Ear, and some bands like that. I want to do all that. There's too many bands to do, okay? There's too many fucking bands. But yeah, let me know down below what you think of Mastodon Hushed and Grim. Did you enjoy it as much as me? Did you love it like Jamie did? I think it's really good. He fucking adores it. It's in his like top 5 of the fucking year. Where do you land? Are you like Trenches where you fucking hate it? Let me know down below, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.